talk about the walk with God, choosing Him, seeking after Him wholeheartedly, and not after His hand, meaning what He can do for you. Because if you're living righteously before Him and you are a child of God, He's going to do what He said He's going to do. Now, on to the reason why I'm doing this video this morning. The enemy has been after my mind heavily these last few days. And just as much as I share this that it may reach someone else, I share for me too. I find a peace in being transparent on my walk with God, because like myself, you or others may be experiencing the same thing and don't necessarily know how to navigate through it, or maybe feeling stuck. Now, I don't have it all together. I honestly just in the last 3 years came back to God. I had been doing what I wanted to do up until 3 years ago. And it was just recently in this last year that I was like, okay, God, I'm going to surrender. Because God began to position me. And even in feeling uncomfortable, even in feeling uncertain, even in not understanding things, even in feeling a little mad with God, I just moved forward. Because now I know, being on the other side of those things, that He loved me just that much to continue to position me through those things that He was doing in my life. See, just when I think just when I think that I got this, I'm tested. On a greater level. And sometimes it is though God is quiet and I'm just out there. But see, years ago, I would have chosen to go back to the things that made me comfortable. Go back to the things that I was complacent in. Go back to the things that I knew would give me instant gratification. Go back to doing things my way. just out of not wanting to face certain things, not wanting to go through the test, not wanting to go through the unknown. But I've come too far in my new walk with God that I refuse to forfeit what God has in store based upon temporary circumstances, based upon not having all the details, based upon the attacks that the enemy has tried to send forward. But see, the weapons will form, but they will not prosper. I refuse to lose. You refuse to lose. And on those days you feel like giving up and you feel like you losing, I want you to take an inventory of your life, regardless of what it's looking like right now. I want you to take an inventory of your life and see the progress that you've made. Don't let the enemy trick you out of your spot. I'm learning that when those things, and when I say those things, the thoughts begin to come, the attacks begin to come, I got to rebuke them in that moment. I can't let them fester. The enemy doesn't come after anyone, just anyone, right? Like, not the way that he comes, let me say, not the way that he comes after the people of God. Because then he knows that if I can get him, then the kingdom can't have him. Keep going. Keep going. Don't take your eyes off of God. Because when we begin to take our eyes off of God, and we begin to see the situation, and yeah, things may be happening. Things that you don't understand. Things that feel too heavy to carry. Take it back to God. And as I'm speaking to you all, I am encouraging myself. Because sometimes it's hard to even open my mouth when I'm feeling certain things. And things do feel heavy. It's hard to open up my mouth, but it's in those moments where you have to Your praise is your weapon. Your worship is your weapon. As I've said before, this walk is not pretty, but it's worth it. I declared and decreed that the month of August is the month of turnaround and divine appointments. I spoke that out of my mouth. I wrote it down. So it is expected for me to be tested. Because if I said that out of my mouth and I wrote it down, God's going to test me on it to ensure that what I've said, declared, decree, written down, that I believe that God is going to test you at your word. And the enemy is going to test you at your word. Who you gonna let win? God and what the word says, or what the enemy tries to come with to make you think otherwise? That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Thank you for listening. And remember, if God is for you, who can be against you? You have the ability to rebuke and cancel out those things that come that don't align with what God has said. Utilize your authority. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.